Why is it so difficult to do the right thing sometimes? Or maybe I should ask, why is it that some government institutions make it so hard for good, honest people to do the right thing? Sometimes you have to jump through hoops just to try and not break the rules, and you don't even know what the rules are. Where it would be so easy to disregard the rules altogether, and maybe nobody would even know. They wouldn't even know the difference. People are getting tired of being penalized when they try to do the right thing, but they receive pushback, it seems, every step of the way. I'll go through a few examples here, and I'm sure somebody watching this will be able to relate. Number one, you live in a city and you want to take a tree down. In your yard, it's your tree. It's old, it's starting to become a bit of a safety hazard. It might fall on your home or your garage, your car, whatever. You heard somewhere that you need a permit to take a tree down. And like most people, you want to be a good citizen and follow the rules. So you go online to find out what you need to do. It's a little confusing going online, okay? But eventually you're directed to call a phone number for additional information. You call them up, you put on hold. The person who finally answers tells you you need to call a separate department and obtain a permit. So they transfer you over. Then you're put on hold again. My favorite thing at this point is when they transfer you to the other department, but you somehow get cut off. So now you have to call back, but you don't know the name of the other department or the extension that you were getting transferred to. So you have to call the original number back, and then you're stuck on hold. Anyways, finally, you get through. Somebody directs you to the website where you need to go and fill out an application and apply for the permit to take the tree down. And of course, there's a fee attached to it. There's all kinds of questions which are being asked on this form. Distance of the tree in relation to your surveyed lot, the age of the tree, the species of tree. Is it a protected species? Is there hydro wires near it? Is it close to your neighbors? How close? The list just keeps going. You just want to fill this form out. The tree's likely going to fall on your garage or your car and ultimately cost you more money. And then you're stuck filling out an insurance claim. And if you go through insurance, they're going to want to know all about the tree as well. They're going to ask you the same questions, including, did you make sure that it wouldn't fall and cause any damage? Could this have been prevented? Is it your fault? Anyways, you fill out the form and you wait. You get a call back a week later for an update, and they say they're behind, your file's being looked at. A week later, you get an email back asking more questions, but it's a whole other department, and the questions were already answered on your first phone call. But now this needs to be looked at by a separate department of nature, whatever it's called. I'm not exaggerating here, okay? Weeks go by, months. Finally, you call the company and ask if they can take the tree down for you. And they agreed to do it the next day for $500 cash. Great. You agree. They come and they take it away. Done. Not even 24 hours later, you got a uniformed bylaw officer at your door advising you that you illegally took a tree down and now you're going to be charged. It took weeks and weeks to try to do the right thing and you got nowhere. But when you do the wrong thing, they're there like that, instantaneously. Now you're starting to get pissed off because you paid a permit fee, you paid the tree company, and now you're going to get charged and pay more money. Why couldn't they put more resources into the application process instead of the enforcement process? As soon as you do something wrong, they're there. They're on you. How did bylaw even know? Did your neighbor call? How come the guy down the street didn't get charged and he took a tree down last month? Now you go and confront your neighbor. Next thing you know, there's a neighbor dispute, and the cops are called in. Yes, it happens. It's a waste of time. All you wanted to do was take a tree down. This does happen all the time. It happens with trees, driveway expansions, small construction projects, inside your house, outside your house, installing a shed on your property. Is it too close to the neighbor's fence? Is the sizing right? There's more regulations than ever these days, more red tape, and a lot of it appears to be designed, I'm sorry to say, but just to generate revenue. I post often on my own sites, me chopping wood or taking trees down. I get the chainsaw, and it never fails. There's always somebody that has to comment about why I'm destroying nature, why I would take a tree down. They don't think at all about a windstorm, bringing the trees down, then I cut them up and use them in my own fireplace or wood-burning stove, renewable energy, whatever. Everybody just wants to jump on you for doing the wrong thing or assume that you did the wrong thing at times. With examples like what I just gave, so relevant or prevalent, I should say, you can see why anti-government sentiment seems to be increasing every year as well. People are tired of the system. They're tired of being made out to be the bad person when they didn't even know they were doing anything wrong. Or it was such a pain to follow the process that they just tried to quickly get away with it. Listen, I'm connected to a lot of people online in positions of power. I hate to even use that term. And people are paying attention, okay? They're paying attention to the comments in some of the videos. When elections come and a politician's talking about how they want to simplify things, get rid of the red tape, that resonates with people more than ever. And if you work in government, listen, help improve this system, the processes. There's so many different departments out there that seem to be actively working against one another. More communication is needed. I would appreciate your feedback. Thank you very much for watching. And until the next video, be safe out there, look after one another, and perhaps we will see you again.